Professional Development Moodles Assignment. Stephanie Cockrum, EDU 633, February 19, 2021. For this assignment, I chose two professional development organizations, the Association for Education, Communication, and Technology, AECT, and the International Society for Technology and Education, ISTE. We're going to start out with AECT, but I must note that I chose the two of these because I respect both of them, and I think that they are trendsetters in the education arena, especially when it comes to technology and instructional design. The AECT overview. The Association for Education, Communication, and Technology, AECT, is a professional association of instructional designers, educators, and professionals who provide leadership and advise policymakers in order to sustain a continuous effort to enrich teaching and learning. Their research and scholarly activity has contributed to the knowledge base in the field of technology and instructional design. And they are always on the cutting edge of finding new developments. It is a premier organization for those actively involved in the design of instruction, and it involves a systematic approach. They provide forums and workshops, and they do an annual workshop every year, and they've been in business since 1923. And this has been a field of interest for them. So the AECT is a professional organization for instructional designers, educators, education and instructional design leaders. And the ultimate purpose is to improve instructional design for the world through a systematic approach. Their vision. They want to be the trendsetter. They want to lead the field in instructional design. They want to be respected in someone that educational systems and educators and educator leaders can come to and ask advice and ask for best practices. They want to lead the field in research. They just want to be on top and provide quality research and best practices. They value leadership. They want to be able to communicate and want to be the leader among the education communication community as far as technology is concerned. They believe in collaboration. They believe that individuals and organizations should collaborate and have a shared vision for the goal of incorporating technology in instruction and also incorporating the diversity of technology in instruction so all learners can learn and have the value of it. They have professional standards. They have high standards. They want to develop materials and artifacts that can be considered as high quality, and they have and really ethical behavior and conduct should be associated with all of their research and development of best practices. The sustainability, they want to be around for a long time. They want to grow. They want to be able to take this organization throughout time. They have been around since 1923. And of course, with sustainability, you have to have the financial resources to do that. So AECT 2021, and that's my reference, and they have been around since 1923. Now, the professional development that I am going to focus on for AECT is to embed design, engaging students as active participants in the learning of human-centered design practices. That's the workshop. And it's going to address the issue related to human-computer interaction. And when you think about human-computer interaction, It is a field dedicated to understanding how people interact with technology, how technology shapes human activity, and how we can design technology to best meet human needs. So in the case study, they address learners as agents, learners as active participants, and learners as designers. And basically the finding is that this embed design provides support for learners, and it helps them to improve their thinking process. And this is Barr, Devon, Yang, and Exai, 2019. But ultimately, even with the study that they did in 2019, more research is needed, and this was found in the Computer Science Education magazine. ISTE overview. Well, IST is just a trendsetter right now in education, not only for teachers, but also for students. It's a professional learning network of educators and educator administrators. And the purpose of IST is to support education internationally with 7 basic standards. They have standards for teachers and they have standards for students. Now, as far as the IST standards, they have a standard for learners, they have a standard for leadership, they have a standard for citizenship, collaboration, they have a standard for designer, they have a standard for facilitator, and analysis. So I want to analyze. Okay, so you can read and go to their website, ISTE 2021, and it'll break down exactly what the standard is and the expectations in every part of the standard. But the workshop, ISTE Instructional Design workshop that I'm going to focus on today is Solving Instruction Design Challenge with Coaching and Creativity through professional development. And so there are always challenges when you're designing something, as far as what you're going to do for your instructional design, and we have to learn to meet those challenges in various ways. We explore them, and we try to work together as teams to develop a product that's going to be conducive for learning in all aspects and in all regards. So we want it to always be conducive to learning. Currently, in the school that I teach at, we use a lot of technology, and we're using Canvas as our learning management system. But even when we were designing our courses for the summer, we needed help. We needed to work together as a team. But I want to go back to these standards for a minute, because these standards, these seven standards are important. The learner. Educators continually improve their practice by learning with others and explore improvement and promising practices that leverage technology to improve student learner. Leaders. Educators seek out opportunities for leadership and to support and empower student success to improve teaching and learning. Citizenship. Educators inspire students to be positive collaborators in this global society. Collaborators. Educators dedicate time to collaboration with both colleagues and students to improve practices, discover and share resources and ideas, and solve problems. And that's basically what we did this summer when we designed our lessons for mathematics. Designers. Education design authentic, learn-driven activities and environments that recognize and accommodate for learners' variability. Facilitator. Educators facilitate learning with technology to support achievement of ISTE standards for students and educators. Analysis. Educators understand and use data to drive their instruction and support students in achieving their goals. in education. And like I said, that sums it all up. And educators must do that to support their students. So all of the 7 standards are really relevant to teaching, but not only teaching, but teaching with technology. The IST Instructional Design Workshop was on solving instructional design challenges with coaching and creativity. And that was the name of the professional development workshop. In the workshop, it was for educators. The workshop is for educators. And it's a basic workshop. And the topic is coaching and mentoring in instructional design. And it addressed 2 of the IST standards. And it addressed the collaborators, and it addressed the standard for coaching. And so to sum it all up, in the standard for collaborators, the standard says that collaborators should be dedicated to planning time to collaborate with colleagues to create authentic learning experiences that leverage technology. Okay, so that's the standard for collaborators. The standard for coaches is design, develop, and implement technology-rich professional learning programs that model principles of adult learning and promote digital age best practices in technology, learning, and assessment. And then the other part of it is conduct needs assessment to improve the content and delivery of technology-related professional learning programs that result in a positive impact on student learning. And so those are the standards that were addressed in the workshop. The participants were required to have some form of technology, and they also was required to have a Google account so they can actually have hands-on learning with instructional design. So they were going to do some problem solving. They were going in a workshop. They did some problem solving, and they actually was going through a scenario for the instructional design process. And so utilizing a game-from problem-solving learning activity, the participants were guided through the design thinking process to understand and embrace powerful strategies and tools available to improve student outcomes no matter their existing comfort level with risk-taking or technology. So that summarizes the workshops, and that summarizes this presentation. And I thank you for listening.